Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the garage. Well, we're not in the garage right now, but we'll be over there at some point, or at least out front of it. So as you can see behind me, I got the 3500 running with the Polaris trailer hooked up. We got a massive towing load, like we always do. We're always towing big stuff around here. You know, some tube, some cabs. Well, we're towing the cab back again, and it is a little heavier, I think, because we got a new roof on it. Maybe it won't be any heavier, but you guys get the point. So the guys at Peach Bottom Auto Body wrapped up the cab, so we're gonna go over there and pick that thing up. Now we're using the 3500 for this for no other reason than Caitlin is stall parts. So I told you guys we were going to be getting parts for Caitlin. Well, all those parts came in, and I actually took my axles into work so I could use our press to press out the old U-joints and press the new ones in. Well, in doing that, we made some mistakes, yada yada yada. A new U-joint's on its way, so we'll go into that when we get back to working on Caitlin, but that's not going to be tonight, I don't think, because before we can set this cab on the frame, there's some stuff we have to do. So I spent yesterday cleaning up all my holes, which I know you guys, most of you aren't really fans of the holes, but, and admittedly, I thought we were going to get a little more weight out of it than the 9 pounds that we weighed. So anyhow, at least we have something cool to talk about. So I cleaned all these holes up, made everything nice and smooth, got rid of all our jagged edges from my poor cutting with the torch. And after I got done that, I was trying to get all of our sand out. As you can see, we still got some in there, but that's why I have the engine hoist out here. So last night, and I'll roll a clip, so as you guys can see in that clip there, I had the truck picked up by this cross member we welded in, this piece of tube, and I actually picked the ass end of the truck up so that way I could try and hose out the frame, because I got into trying to get all this dirt out, and you can actually see where all this stuff came out of it. I mean, this is all the stuff that just hosed out of it real quick. I mean, it's a lot of stuff, but there's still some more in there. We need to try and clean more of that out, so we can get all of our dirt problems finally over with. I'm not going to say we got it all ever, probably, because we keep finding it, but we may even have to cut some more holes in it to make sure. But we got to get all that dirt out, and we might even pick use the engine hoist to pick the front end of the truck up and do the same as the rear today, and try and hose back this way. I don't know what that all looks like yet, but we also need to get a coat of paint on this thing and drill some holes for some stuff. I'm rambling on. Let's go get the cab, and then we'll get to working on the frame. So we're back from Peach Bottom Auto Body. We got the drag truck cab, and I am excited. Remember I had said before how bad I thought it looked? Well, now it's perfect. I mean, it looks, well, like it's got a new roof. Well, anyway, guys, so they put the new roof on. They got some spot welds. They got some glue. This thing's on there nice and tight. It's actually way stronger. At least it feels like it to me. Just having this good piece of metal up there, I mean, the thing feels so much better. I can't believe it. And it looks good too. You know, you got black roof, we got the black engine compartment. Maybe we'll have to do something with the color scheme. But anyhow, yeah, I'm really thrilled with how good a job they did. Looks awesome. Even the back here, this back lip for the window is stronger. Yeah, just turned out very well in my opinion. Very glad that we went ahead and did that and didn't, you know, just keep the mess that we had. It was unexpected, but it was worthwhile, I think. Once again, can't thank Sean and the guys at Peach Bottom Auto Body enough. It turned out great. They got it done in like no time, and I'm just impressed with how good it looks. I mean, I think my first words to Sean, I said, it looks like a Panda. You know, it's got black, we got white. So anyhow, guys, cab's back and I'm very excited about it. So I'm gonna get to trying to clean the frame out some more. We still have a bunch of dirt and stuff in here. Like I said, I had hosed it from the rear up. We got to work and try and get some of the stuff out of the front here, so I'm going to try and do the same thing from the front. I don't know how well it's going to work. I'm not sure with all this crap up front if this side's going to be heavier than this massive rear axle that we have, but we're going to get the engine hoist up there, pick that up, try and do the same thing, see what we get. I'll vacuum all this stuff up, and yeah, we'll get to working on this thing, and maybe we can get some more holes cut in the frame. I know you guys are really looking forward to that. Little joke there, but we are going to be putting some holes in the frame, and that's for right here. So while the cab's off, I plan on doing the front tie-ins or the front outriggers for the cage. We have like center marks. I'm basically going to go halfway up the frame, and we're going to try and drill straight through, and you'll see how we'll do that after I get this thing all cleaned up. All right, so got the entire frame pressure washed. Started in the front, lifted it up with the engine hoist, pressure washed it and hosed it down this way, trying to get all the crap out of our speed holes, and then did the reverse in the rear with the pressure washer. I had hosed it out last night, which got rid of a bunch of stuff, but even more came out. And I did that for a good while, got it all pretty good, pressure washed the frame a little bit more. So for right now, we got more dirt out. It's like the, what, 17th or 18th time we've done this. So I'm sure some of you are wondering what this is right here. So we'll get to that in 1 second. But our next thing we're doing to the frame is we're gonna be putting holes in the frame for our outriggers. So I was originally thinking about putting it in the middle. I decided to move it up, just to keep it closer to the floor. So our outrigger's gonna go right here, and we need to drill through that. Now we could take the torch and cut it, but then we got to get, you know, both sides, and you guys saw my cutting skills aren't exactly up to par. That's where this comes in. So this is a mag based drill. This one's pretty big. Yeah, I couldn't find the smaller one we have at work, but I borrowed this from work. Basically all it is a giant drill motor on a magnetic base, exactly what it says. So you take this drill, set it on what you're working, press this button, and the magnet's on. So now you can drill whatever you need to drill. Obviously we're gonna have it flat on the frame here, so it should hold. And for cutting this hole, we have this giant 1 3/4 inch, I think it's like a carbide bit, but it's like a hogging bit. We have another machine called a Hogan. Basically this will cut the outside of the hole, so we don't have to, you know, work with a drill and, you know, just do a little hole, bigger hole, a little bit bigger hole, so on and so forth. So we should be able to get through it with one shot. The only thing that kind of concerns me, I've never used one of these bits before. I've used a Hogan before, but it was always on flat surfaces. Here, if you guys can see, the frame kicks a little, so we're going to actually start like getting our metal out here, and then until we get into it, it's just not perfect. But we'll stick this thing on the frame and drill our hole. Hopefully all goes well. I mean, the thing's got, you see the size of the drill motor, it's got balls, and it's got variable speed, so we can slow down the bit, speed it up, what have you. So we'll get the hook in this thing up and drill our hole. the frame is not thick enough for this thing to really grab right, that, and our magnet's not fully on the frame. I've had this before where we didn't have a thick enough piece of metal and it wanted to lift up. So I got it supported by the jack, and I think we should be good to go. Hopefully it doesn't grab or nothing. But yeah, as you guys can see, we'll just drill and have at it. But thinking about it, I might get something else to put under this and probably throw a C-clamp on there too. This is a little sketchy. So not sketchy at all. That went great. I don't know what I was worried about. That cutter's awesome. Cut right through there. Our tube will fit right through that hole. One thing we will have to do is obviously clean the chips out of the inside, but this bracket here was in the way. I knew that it was going to be in the way, but the plan is, I guess we'll just cut that back, and then we'll probably just heat it up and bend it to the frame and weld it lower. And that should be just fine. And then we'll be able to get a good weld on the outside of either side of this, and our outrigger will actually go through the frame and be even stronger than just butt welding it to the frame. So the next thing we're going to do, we're going to move this setup back here. We're going to do the one for the back, but we're going to do this a little differently. So what we're going to do back here, where our cross member is going to sit, we're actually going to cut halfway through the frame. That went so well. I'm confident enough in that we're just going to try and cut just the halfway through. We might not even go all the way halfway through. I'll probably just put that centering pin up here and we'll go through, so a piece of tube can basically slide halfway down. And when we make we'll make them, what I'm trying to say is we're going to make a full back cross member with a drive shaft tube. So then we can get rid of this piece of tube, that drive shaft tube, and then we'll have our bar across the back that our main hoop will tie into, and a bunch of other stuff, and it should look much better than just, you know, outriggers like up here. So yeah, we'll get to doing that. Yeah, what can I say? Today's going pretty good. The cab looks good, the drill's working. Yeah, maybe I should have used that with a hole saw in here. Oh well, these turned out just fine. So the drag truck cab and the trailer are disconnected from the 3500. Got it on some jack stands till we can get that thing onto the frame. I got all the holes vacuumed out pretty well. I'm sure there's still some loose chips here and there, but we do have to clean everything up. So our half holes here in the back are slots. I mean, those tubes are going to look great in there. So like I said, we're going to have that rear cross member come right in here. We'll be able to get weld all around this thing. It should be very strong. And like I said, it worked well. Now the only problem we had was that the centering tool for that actually broke for that bit. I got toward the end here and it was actually too deep for the cutter, so I had to bend this up and cut it later. Well, I kept trying to drive it in, and well, anyway, we snapped that off. But not a big deal, like I said. But yeah, happy with the results there. And in the front, everything turned out well also. So I was able to get most of that vacuumed up too. I just had the tube on the end of the vacuum so I could reach those hard to get to areas. But yeah, our tube will come in here like this, and we'll have our chamfer at the end. We can come right over to our cage, and our tube will be welded on both sides. once again giving us a little bit more strength. We will have to modify this bracket in the back here, but I don't think that's a big deal. Yeah, very happy with how everything went tonight. So like I was saying, I'm very happy with how everything went tonight. The mag base, I don't know, it's just I didn't know how that cutter was going to work on there. I hadn't used one of those previously, but it worked fantastic. We did have the one little issue with the centering pin, but that's not a big deal. That can be replaced. But yeah, we're ready. We're ready to put the drag truck cab back on the frame. We'll be ready for all our outriggers for the frame, or from the frame to the cage. Yeah, things are looking good. We just need to throw a little paint on our speed holes and all that. That way, try and avoid some rust, and maybe we'll hose it out again. When I was vacuuming in there, you could still see some little bit of dirt. It wasn't like piles like before, but you could still see remnants of it. Yeah, this dirt issue, it's just a mother. I just, man, it sucks. But yeah, so we're well on our way. Get Caitlin out of the garage here, get the drag truck back in, and it'll be full on cage after that. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Please like the video, subscribe to the channel. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Get out in your garage, get the wrenching on your truck.